Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the finals final. It is the last day of competition here at the British Para Swimming International Meet 2017. My name's John Mason. We've had an incredible week and we're going to finish with a bang. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be a few different heats tonight. You have the World Series Final 1 and 2. That's going to be the top 20 that are IPC classified. We also have our British finals. They're going to be the club swimmers. Now, ladies and gentlemen, lots of action happening out here in the pool tonight. Our athletes are waiting backstage. They are ready to come out here and give you some of the best swimming action you're going to have seen ever. Now, if you're watching at home on the stream, it's a pleasure to have you here. If you're watching here in the venue, it's a pleasure to have you as well. We're going to be joined by Alan and Liz. They're up there at commentary. But don't forget, if you do have any questions for them, or you just want to say hello, maybe take a selfie, the hashtag for this event is BPSIM17. That's hashtag BPSIM17. So join the conversation. It's the last chance you've got to do so. Alan and Liz, how you feeling? Are you ready? I'm pumped.
We are indeed ready. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for John Mason. He's been our host all week. Thank you very much to the wonderful John Mason. Alongside me, a lady who knows a thing or two about winning races. Hello, Liz Johnson. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Excited for this evening.
Absolutely. Keep those tweets coming in. Hashtag BPSIM. If you're watching on the stream, make sure you put the word stream. If you're watching in the venue, make sure you put ponds in your tweets. What have we got coming up? 200 freestyle, 400 freestyle, 50 meters backstroke, all men and women's events. Keep them coming into us, those messages. Deborah Gibson says good luck to Matthew Gibson in the 200 free. Hashtag FADSLEGS. Helen says very excited to be here at Pondsport Sheffield to back the Brits and the British Para Swimming International Meets. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for the World Para Swimming World Series Women's 200 meters freestyle final number 1. Lane 2 from Great Britain, Regan Doig. Lane 3 from Great Britain, Louise Fides. In lane 4 from Great Britain, Jessica Jane Applegate. In lane 5 from Great Britain, Bethany Firth. In lane 6, representing Sweden, Pernilla Lindberg. And in lane 7 from Great Britain, Danielle Hartin. This is World Series Final number 1. Hello, Liz Johnson. There we are on the stream then. So we've announced all those ladies out. And you have to say, it's very exciting. Top 2 in the world in 4 and 5 in this very first race.
Good way to start a final session.
So away we go then. Doig, Fides, Jessica Jane Applegate, Bethany Firth, Pernilla Lindberg, and Danielle Hartin. Who do you think is going to take this one, Liz Johnson?
Well, on form in recent time, we'd have to say the middle 2 lanes is going to be where they're going to be fighting out for the fastest time in this first final. Bethany Firth, the champion from Rio 2016. Jessica Jane Applegate, the former Paralympic champion from London 2012. Both fantastic swimmers in this event, though Bethany Firth really has moved it on in the last couple of years with a world record time of 2 minutes and 2.09 seconds. As we come into this first turn here, we see Bethany Firth got a comfortable lead, turning in 59.85, with Jessica Jane Applegate going over in a 102.12, followed by Pernilla Lindberg, who they're all very familiar with racing.
So Doig, Fides, Applegate, Firth, Lindbergh and Hartin, all S14 swimmers, as we've been saying there. So it is just a straight race to the finish. And obviously Bethany Firth's British record standing at 2:02.09. That is quick. And that's what they have to swim to. But here, because they're all S14, they just have to touch first to take this. Lindbergh of Sweden, the only non-Brit here inside the 6 lanes of freestyle final number 1. We've also got 2 finals, remember, in the World Series, and there isn't any Brits in the next one. So one of these ladies here will take top spot, and it's going to be Bethany Firth. Give her some encouragement as she comes into the final few meters. A round of applause for a very good swim. 2:04.31, 947 points. Applegate scored 826 this morning. She gets 868 now, but 947. So at the touch then, 947 from Bethany Firth, 868 from Jessica Jane Applegate, and 740 for Pernilla Lindbergh. And the official results are now being displayed. It's race number 1 of our final night here at these champs. Done. Not bad, is it, the way to start, 9:47?
No, and normally we'd be waiting on this second final to see if the points were going to change, but as all these swimmers are S14s, we can be comfortable to know that the fastest 6 swimmers were in that first final tonight, Alan.
Thank you very much to Callum Denning, who sent me some pictures of ponds, 2 of them to be exact. So that's exactly what we were asking for. Nothing else in that tweet, so thank you very much to Callum Denning. Lovely ponds, so brilliant. If you are watching on the stream, make sure you put stream. If you're watching here inside Ponds Forge, you want to send us a message, try and use the word ponds. Hannah Leckenby says, good luck to Angus from Scarborough in his first final in the 200 freestyle. Go smash it, kid. Love your mum and dad. Lots of families here watching. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for World Para Swimming World Series Women's 200 meters freestyle final number 2. In lane 2, representing Singapore, Zi-Ling Chu. In lane 3, representing France, Tessa Marcos. In lane 4, representing Japan, Amisa Kitano. In lane 5, representing Japan, Mami Inui. In lane 6, representing Iceland, Þori Magnúsdóttir. This is World Series number 2. So this is the second of these women's 200 freestyle finals. They're all S14 swimmers again. We don't expect these to challenge for the podium. You would need a surprise swim here. These ladies all swimming in the S14 classification. Some of their times much slower than that first World Series final. However, you just never know.
No, and as you say, it is direct comparison with the first final, which is unusual. We haven't had that in any of the previous final events this week. So we're in a slightly different situation, but a lot of these ladies will be just looking to better the times that they went this morning in the heats.
So 32.23 it is in lane 4. Amisa Kitano, just 18 years of age. She turns in front. Mami Yanui turning in second position, 34.48. Third then is Magnus Dottir of Iceland. This one is in lane 6, a 2:28.04 is Inui's time from this morning. That's why she's in 5. 2:23.96 from Amisa Kitano, the 14-year-old. She's in lane number 4.
Both Japanese swimmers this morning swim pretty much bang on their entry times. As you've mentioned before this week, Alan, we don't always know that swimmers don't have to enter their personal best times. It's just their best time within the last year. But it's normally a good indication of how they're swimming this season. And actually, Tessa Marcus in lane 3, she beat her entry time by 7 seconds this morning.
So we've been saying, get your tweets into us, hashtag BPSIM17. Here's a very special one. This is from Chris Ferber. As the last session begins, a huge thank you to all the volunteers, officials, coaches and parents as well for a very successful event. Thank you very much, Chris. And we echo that sentiment up here in the commentary box as well, don't we? We can't do any of this without all those wonderful people that Chris Ferber has mentioned. Bernie Turner says best of luck to Nicole Turner and Barry Clements, the Irish swimmers swimming in the 400 free finals this evening. Keep your tweets coming into us, hashtag BPSIM17. In towards the finish. There's only one winner of this one, Amisa Kitano coming in.
Absolutely, she's led from start to finish. She's put her head down in the final 5 meters, which is what we want to see. 2:21.04, 7 seconds quicker than she went this morning, Alan.
It's just shy of 100 behind Pernilla Lindberg on that bronze position, so she went for it. But a 2:21.04, as you say, it's better than this morning's swim, so improvements. The Japanese team, like all these other nations, will be looking forward and picking youngsters like 14-year-old Amisa Kitano. The hope will be that by the time they get to Tokyo 2020, they will be not only swimming in that event, but competing for those medals as well. Final swimmer coming in. Give her a round of applause here in 2. Let's add a scream of emotion. Does Zitling Chu of Singapore. Finishes exactly on 3 minutes. It's fair to say that Zilin Chu enjoyed the walkout. She enjoyed her swim. So Kitano, Inui and Magnus Dottir are the 3 fastest or biggest point earners, but they were fastest because it was all an S14 race at that one. And they will go into the mix, but it will be Bethany Firth, Jessica Jane Applegate and Pernilla Lindberg on the podium a little bit later on. Up in the venue now, that's the event summary. Give a round of applause for all of the ladies that took part in the World Series 200-meter freestyle finals. Bronze for Sweden's Pernilla Lindberg. Great Britain gets silver and gold. Jessica Jane Applegate and Bethany Firth. So far, it's probably gone as you would write it, but not everything's written in a script and goes to plan, but so far I think you would have gone with that.
Yeah, that's probably how we would have predicted it to go, but as you say, there's always a few surprises, especially in final sessions when medals are up for grabs.
Do you know why swimming is not decided on paper?
Is this a trick question?
I'm just asking you.
No.
Because if it gets wet, it's ruined.
I like
You may as well let them swim for it.
Fair point.
Keep your tweets coming. David Smythe says, good luck to the Scottish swimmers tonight at Ponds. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for the women's 200 meters freestyle British final. In lane 2, representing Motherwell, Amy McFarlane. In lane 3, representing City of Derby, Megan Neve. In lane 4, representing Basildon and Phoenix, Charlotte Hartin. In lane 5, representing Marple, Rachel Tweedy. And in lane 6, representing City of Swansea Aquatics, Keris Jones. This is the British final. So McFarlane, Neve, Hartin, Tweedy and Jones. All about the future or potential talent to come through.
Great opportunity for all of these ladies in this final.
Away we go then, a British final. Remember those medals being able to be collected from the front desk. Gold, silver and bronze up for grabs in these British finals. Jessica Tweedy says at Pons, she's here somewhere. Is Jessica Tweedy ready for the GB 200 free final? Let's go Rachel Tweedy in 5. So if you see a lady with long blonde hair shouting go Rachel, that would be Jessica up in the stand somewhere. Coming towards the first turn, and it is here in lane 4, Charlotte Hartin, sister of Danielle, who turns first in a time of 33.59.
Closely followed by Rachel Tweedy. Maybe she can hear these chants. She's hails from Marple, which our British swimmers, Matt Walker, all the way from Marple. Marple have got a good staple, and now she's swimming with Daniel Pepper, who himself an S14 200 meter freestyle world champion back in 2010. So she's got a good coach. She's got good guidance, and she's doing well here. But this is all about Charlotte Hartin at the moment.
She is ready over a body length ahead of the next athlete here, and that is the lady in 5, Rachel Tweedy.
Once again, all of the ladies in this final swimming in the same classification, the S14s. So they are in a straight race for the wall.
Donna Parker says, good luck Liam Spence in the 200 meter free. Had a great time and well done to all the swimmers. They're here in the venue. And people looking on, waiting for their favourite swimmers.
As we enter this final 50 metres of the 200 metre freestyle, the spearhead is taking the perfect formation from up above. It's always nice to see that happens. And here we see Charlotte Hartin trying to emulate her sister, chase her sister's time that she went earlier. It's always nice to have that sibling rivalry. As she comes into the last 25 metres, it would be difficult to see anybody catching her now. Quite the battle on though for second position in this race. Megan Neve is coming back at Rachel Tweedy.
As they come in then, this will be victory in 4 for Hartin, but look at the race for second and third. Megan Neve, out of the same club as Lewis White, coming towards the wall, touches in second, 2:37.56. I'm sure the Neves and the Tweedies there were screaming towards the pool, pushing on their swimmers. I'm not sure who's more worn out, some of these ladies in the pool or the parents in the stands. Lots of thumbs up around the building. Some new personal bests as well. Tweedy inside her personal best. She broke that this morning. Neve's time is well inside her new personal best that she did this morning. So that's what you want, isn't it? Pushing yourself to that next marker, as we discussed a little bit earlier on.
That's all you can ask for, especially in this British final. It's the opportunity to practice your processes, improve, go swim your heat swim, go away, improve, and come back and swim even faster tonight, which is thankfully what we've seen these ladies do.
So Emma Howell. So good luck to Dom Redpath in the 400 freestyle British final. And we got Bev Keenan says a huge shout out to Molly Hopkins. Smash it, beautiful girl. Love Bev and the family. They're watching the live stream at home. Wendy Thomas says best wishes to Jack Thomas in the 200 free final. They're watching on the live stream. So, hi to all of those. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for all of the ladies that have taken part so far in our first 3 finals. We've had the women's 200 meter freestyle events. We'll be moving on to our medal presentation in a few minutes' time. But not until we've done the men's event. So that's coming up very, very shortly. So do keep those tweets coming. Hashtag BPSIM17. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for the World Para Swimming World Series Men's 200 meters Freestyle Final number 1. In lane 0, representing Iceland, Robert Isaac Jonsson. In lane 1, from Great Britain, Matthew Gibson. In lane 2, from Great Britain, Alex Rosser. In lane 3, from Great Britain, Thomas Hamer. In lane 4, representing Hong Kong, Wei Lok Tang. In lane 5, from Great Britain, Jack Thomas. In lane 6, from Great Britain, Jordan Catchpole. In lane 7, representing Hong Kong, Wah Kit Choi. In lane 8, from Great Britain, Tyler Ianu. And in lane 9, representing Hong Kong, Ka Chung Hui. This is World Series Final number 1. Great tweet from Simon Holding. Stop. It's Hamer time.
I think that hashtag is here to stay.
I'm loving it. Might use it for the entire event next year. Away we go then. The first of 2 men's 200 meter freestyle World Series finals. And very much like the ladies, we expect the top 3 places to come from this first race. But again, you just never know. Young man called Connor Morrison and Scott Quinn in the second final. might just have something to say about it. However, we do have the reigning Paralympic champion, the reigning Paralympic silver medal winner as well, and at just 19 and 18, these two are names not just for now or the past, but definitely for the future as well.
Absolutely, it completely mirrors the situation we had in the female event. Could be such an exciting race because just over a quarter of a second separated these two swimmers at the Paralympic Games. It was a nail-biting finish, and I know that Thomas Hamer will be looking for revenge today.
Well, he's already ahead here, 56.59. Jordan Catchpole is the only man to be able to go with him at the moment. Alex Rosser on the outside might be getting dragged along by the speed of Hamer. He's got to be cautious that he doesn't ruin his own game plan, but Hamer going through the 25-meter marker, heading back up, and Wai Lok Tang starts to wind up the motor as he heads down towards the diving pit end. There'll be 50 more meters to go. Hamer, Wai Lok Tang, Rosser, Catchpole. Where are the World Series points going?
Tom Hamer went out this morning on British record pace and then slowed up to save himself some energy to finally put a whole body length into Wai Lok Tang. Wai Lok Tang is trying to get back on terms with him, but as it has...
Wai Lok Tang trying to claw him back. World record, 156.27 here. Wai Lok Tang chasing down. As they come in, it is going to be Hamer in a time of 158.11, 954 points. He is happy with that. Little nod of approval from Thomas Hamer. Little handshake with Wai Lok Tang in the lane next to him, and that's not the last those two will see of each other, is it?
No, as you said, 18 and 19 years old. They've got a lot of racing left still to do in their careers. That's a nice scalp for Tom Hamer to come back. After Rio, it's not about the times because they both will have had a significant amount of time out of the water after the Paralympic Games celebrating their success. So today it was all about the race.
So the official results being displayed there, 954 for Thomas Hamer, Wai Lok Tang with 926, and then we've got an 871, so 954, 926, 871. Jordan Catchpole might just have himself another World Series medal here. He has to hang on for another World Series final before we can decide that. Leanne Watkinson says thank you for the great commentary again from the pair of us. Huge good luck to Adwix, Ben Webster in the 200 free. Keep those tweets coming. Denise Mann says good luck to Jack Milne, and Denise and Peter. Good luck to Jacob Leach, so proud of you. That's from Cumbria Golf Centre, swapping clubs for strokes, although that works in both. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for the World Para Swimming World Series Men's 200 meters freestyle final number 2. In lane 0, representing Italy, Misha Borlazzo. In lane 1, from Great Britain, Liam Spence. In lane 2, representing Hong Kong, Hon Yin Wong. In lane 3, from Great Britain, Joseph Siege. In lane 4, from Great Britain, Connor Morrison. In lane 5, from Great Britain, Scott Quinn. In lane 6, representing Hong Kong, Long Tin Chan. In lane 7, representing France, Nathan Melee. In lane 8, representing Japan, Toshiya Kako. And in lane 9, from Great Britain, Jack Milne. This is the World Series final number 2. So do keep those tweets coming in from the live stream audience. Hashtag BPSIM. Make sure you put the word stream into your tweet. Thank you to Mike Roper. He sent us a couple of pictures of streams. Obviously misheard us, as we've said. We've had ponds and streams sent in. Thank you very much for our comedy geniuses in the editing truck outside. So again, Liz, some big scores set in our first World Series final, but somebody who's already topped the podium in this event is Conor Morrison, or at least in this meet. Can he cause another surprise? Can he get 871, his personal best? He did this morning in 2:08.09. He has to get somewhere near that 2-minute marker at least.
We saw already, as you said, he took a big scalp. He raced Scott Quinn, who's in the lane next to him, and beat him in the 100 metres breaststroke, taking that top spot. But as you say, it is a big ask for him to drop a further 7 seconds, having done a personal best time this morning of 2:08.09. He's going for it though, Alan. He's taking his second final out. He's leading from the front. And he looks like he's someone who's enjoying some great form in this competition.
Well, we know that Scott Quinn will go for it. There's a man that loves a challenge. He says he spoke to him a couple of days ago, and he just says, I'm just trying to get back into it after the Paralympics. You take a little bit of a break, and then you have to get through that first initial workload to get yourself back up to speed. And he said, I'm just working my way through that at the moment. So I'm feeling it a bit. He's fourth here. Conor Morrison, as we thought, starting to lead the way here, but he has to get somewhere near that 2-minute marker.
Absolutely, as with the ladies, all of the men in these finals that we will see tonight are S14 swimmers, so it is a straight-out race. So those times that were posted in the first final will be the benchmark.
26-year-old Quinn, a European 100-metre bronze breaststroke champion last year in the Europeans there, and a Rio silver medalist in that very event. Melee just 18th. Toshiya Kako got a great reception from his teammates. 2:11.77, we believe, is his personal best. He's an office worker back at home. Here, Morrison is going to have to hang on here because Hong Ying Wong is starting to come very strongly here in lane number 2 as Conor Morrison got what it takes to hang on for the challenge. Hong Ying Wong is coming, but Morrison will come to the wall first. 779, just shy of 100 short of the podium in the end, but a heck of a swim from Conor Morrison. 2:06.35. It's a big new personal best for Morrison.
He must have heard Alan. He absolutely gave it his best shot. Another personal best time. Two in a day. It's youth for you.
So Morrison, 2:06.35. They'll make their way out of the water in just a few moments. Keep those messages coming in. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for all of the World Series finalists in that men's 200 metres freestyle. We'll have the summary in just a few moments' time. And in fact, look at that. Just like that, a shopkeeper appears. Are you old enough to know that reference? No, you've got no idea. Anyone that is, well, we're old. It's Thomas Hamer, Wai Lok Tang, and Jordan Catchpole finds himself on a World Series podium once again. Proud family members all around the pool. We'll have our British final in just a few moments' time. John says, freestyle 400, Ella Cooper Holmes, wish we could be there. Swim, swim, swim. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for the men's 200 meters freestyle British final. In lane 0, representing Orion, Aaron Gilbert. In lane 1, representing City of Coventry, Joshua Fairchild. In lane 2, representing Tigers of Jersey, Sol Bressett. In lane 3, representing City of Oxford, Christopher Curry. In lane 4, representing Watford, Lewis Hines. In lane 5, representing Claysmore, George Kelman-Johns. In lane 6, representing Carradon, Cameron Verncam. In lane 7, representing Carradon, Adam Roebuck. In lane 8, representing Scarborough, Angus Leckenby. And in lane 9, representing Adwick Doncaster, Ben Webster. This is the British final. Ben Webster, clearly not wanting to swim with the cap. Bit of a dab on the old start blocks. We haven't seen one of those this week.
Dabs show your age, don't they? Show that you're still young.
I'm a dad dabber.
Are you?
Yeah, it's terrible. So Gilbert, Fairchild, Bressett, Curry, Hines, Kelman-Johns, Verncam, Roebuck, Leckenby and Webster. So this British final got a whole host of personal bests from this morning. Fairchild, Verncam, Leckenby and Webster. Cameron Verncam's sister is watching. Her name is Chelsea. She's got a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, the nieces of Cameron at Star and Bonnie. So hopefully they're enjoying watching on the live stream, and they'll be cheering on their, or is that Chelsea will be cheering on her brother as they come to the 100-meter marker here. It's Lewis Hines that has the lead.
Yeah, and he'll be quite surprised to have the company he's got in Kelman-Johns, because on paper, Lewis Hines has a PB of 2:05.53 to Kelman-Johns is 2:13.7. But as we know, Alan, times on paper mean nothing when it comes to racing.
Yeah, what did I tell you about paper? It gets wet. Don't trust that paper. So it's pretty tight. Hines and Kelman-Johns looking to swim as well as they can to showcase their talents, maybe. Not only, are we looking at British teams for World Championships this year and events going into 2018? The future, that's part of the process as well. Picking somebody out here in 2017 that you can push on and nurture all the way to 2020, even 2024. Is there a sparkle in somebody in their performances right now that leads you to believe that they will be medal winners in either 3 or 7 years' time? That's the gamble.
Absolutely, and Lewis Hines is definitely putting the marker out and saying he should have his name in consideration for such a thing, as he comes in to touch the wall in 2:09.19. 729 points is the highest point score in this final. 2:12.14 there for George Kelman-Johns. Managing to get just inside a personal best. Anything inside a personal best is a brilliant swim in these British finals, and he'll be happy with that this afternoon. Christopher Curry bringing in 3rd place there, 2 minutes 16.14.
So 729 points. Well done, Lewis Hines. And for those at home on the stream, they're getting a replay of Ben Webster's dab on the blocks. Awesome. The swimmer from Adwick delivering the dab to perfection.
10. So you get 10 for that dab.
10 out of lane 9 for a dab. That's how you do it. Medal ceremony is coming up. We can see the medal girls are ready. Cushions in hand. Keep your tweets coming in as well. Hashtag BPSI. I'm 17. Ladies and gentlemen, we now bring you the medal ceremony for the World Para Swimming World Series Women's 200 meters freestyle final. Our medals will be presented by ASA President Anne Ray. The winner of the bronze medal, representing Sweden, Pernilla Lindberg. The winner of the silver medal, from Great Britain, Jessica Jane Applegate. The winner of the World Series gold medal, from Great Britain, Bethany Firth. Ladies and gentlemen, your medal winners. So keep those tweets coming into us. It's been good so far this evening. Lots of people chatting away to us. Bernie Turner says best of luck to Nicole Turner tonight. The family dog seems to be just relaxing with the remote control in their house. So we know who rules the roost in that house. Thank you very much, Bernie. They've been here with us. They're now back at home watching on the stream. We're going to go down and have a chat with John Mason and Bethany Firth.
Yes, I'm here with Bethany. Bethany, congratulations. Gold medal, first of all, in Rio last year, now gold here. How are you feeling?
Oh, it's so good. It's good to get back in the pool and get racing again after Rio.
I mean, it was a big year last year. Did you make any changes going into this season?
I think I found it quite hard getting back into racing, but I've had a lot of support, and to race those girls, they're really fast and we get on really well, so it was really good.
And you won. Congratulations, a fantastic start to the season. Ladies and gentlemen, Bethany Firth.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, a round of applause for our 3 medal winners, Pernilla Lindberg, Jessica Jane Applegate and Bethany Firth. Adam Donachie tweeting in, says good luck to the Scottish swimmers in the 400 free finals, hashtag BPSIM17. He's also got the word stream in there. And Alia Bajikola says good luck to Drew Stables swimming in the 400 British free final. We're all so proud of you. Ladies and gentlemen, we now bring you the medal ceremony for the World Para Swimming World Series Men's 200 meters freestyle final. Our medals will be presented by ASA President Anne Ray. Winner of the bronze medal from Great Britain, Jordan Catchpole. The winner of the silver medal, representing Hong Kong, Wei Lok Tang. And the winner of the World Series gold medal from Great Britain, Thomas Hamer. Ladies and gentlemen, your medal winners. So again, we'll go down in a couple of moments and speak to John Mason. He'll be with Tom Hamer. And Olivia Durkin says good luck tonight to James Brown. You've been amazing over the last few days. This is the one that counts. Good luck. Well, they all count. Keep those tweets coming. Hashtag BPSIM17. So let's go and have a good long chat with John Mason and Thomas Hamer.
Yes, I'm here with Thomas. Gold medal, congratulations, mate. You won the skins event the other night as well. Took yesterday off. Did you need a rest after that one?
Yeah, that was quite tiring after that, all them 50s, and yesterday I had just the heats and I had an afternoon off just chilling.
Just chilling, came back and won the gold, so congratulations. Now, everyone kind of wants to know, we see you walking around here with your headphones on. What do you got playing before you go into your race?
Oh, I just answered this question in an interview earlier. I listen to classical music.
Classical music, I love that. I'm a top 40 boy all the way. Now you finished with your event, you finished with the competition. You've got money in your pocket from the skins event. How are you going to celebrate?
Just chill out, really. That's how I celebrate. Save the cash. Maybe a cheeky takeaway, you never know.
I love it, cheeky takeaway. I'm going to be having one tonight. Congratulations once again, mate. Gold medal. Ladies and gentlemen, Thomas Hamer.
You see, Tom Hamer, a man after my own heart, a cheeky takeaway after a lot of exercise. We're exactly the same, me and Tom.
You keep telling yourself that.
I'm going to keep telling myself that. That's exactly what I'm going to keep telling myself. Yeah, the ever smiling, the ever happy Tom Hamer. And as John quite rightly said, he earned that money in the skins race. He's got that tucked away in his back pocket. Do they put buckets on the trunks these days? Anyway, that's another conversation for another time. Loads more racing still to come. And if they don't put pockets on trunks, there's an idea for you, Liz Johnson.
I'll bear that in mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for the World Para Swimming World Series Women's 400 meters freestyle, final number 1. In lane 0 from Great Britain, Molly Hopkins. In lane 1, representing the United States of America, Serafina King. In lane 2, representing Great Britain, Lily McLeod. In lane 3, from Great Britain, Tony Shaw. In lane 4, representing the United States of America, Rebecca Myers. In lane 5, from Great Britain, Zara Mululi. In lane 6, from Great Britain, Abby Kane. In lane 7, representing the United States of America, May White. In lane 8 from Great Britain, Coral Farrell. And in lane 9, representing the Faroe Islands, Krista Mokor. This is World Series final number 1. For those of you at home on the stream, Liz Johnson just thrown a bottle of water at me.
It's for all your comical value. I felt you deserved it.
It's more for effect. You do realise they can't see us.
But you still complained about it, didn't you?
Oh, that's very, very, very true. They could do if they show that camera over there, but they won't. Here we go. Well, 3 swimmers from the United States of America going in this one. Serafina King, Rebecca Myers and Maymay White. We had plenty of people watching from the States in the early hours of the morning. I think 2 a.m. in the morning it was. Somebody watching on for Serafina King in California. It was mum. But lots of Americans in the crowd here tonight. We've got a few on the front row over on the far side here in Ponds Forge. And obviously the teammates on poolside have got 3 swimmers in this first final to wave on.
Absolutely, and Rebecca Myers could give them something to cheer. She is over the 2 World Para Series finals that we're about to see. She is the only world record holder in this. So if it goes to form, she's got the best stake at claiming the gold medal with the highest points score. But as we've said, form guides mean nothing.
No, absolutely. The lady from Baltimore, that's a place that produces some pretty good swimmers as well. Baltimore turning here in 4. This could be her 3rd victory here in the World Series. Just one 4-day spell, so she wouldn't have had a bad journey here at all if she can take away 3 gold medals. And you'd have to say she's going to be very hard to stop, the 22-year-old, surrounded by some very young swimmers. Maluli, 14, Abby Kane, 13, Shaw, 13, Maymay White, 13, so a lot of youngsters. Molly Hopkins, it was her birthday yesterday, only turned 14 yesterday. She swims in lane 0, so some youngsters chasing the tails of Rebecca Myers here.
Absolutely, it comes to something when you're the eldest in the race at 22 years of age. But it's great experience for some of these youngsters. There's a lot of them hailing from Britain. It's good for British swimming and good for the future, as we've mentioned in some of the earlier events this evening as well.
That's right, Abby Kane swimming out of Ren 96 in Accrington. Normally a personal best of 4:49.27. Maluli just inside there, normally swims for the Guildford City Swimming Club. Her personal best stands at 4:52.71.
Yes, Zara Maluli is the British record holder for the 50 metres freestyle, but actually putting in a very good showing in this longer distance. And as you mentioned, Abby Kane, it'll be a great opportunity for her to race Rebecca Myers because they are in the same classification, and quite often when you're younger you don't get that opportunity to race people that are based over the other side of the Atlantic Ocean. So it's great that Rebecca Myers has really embraced this Para Series, and she also entered the one in Denmark, so she has attended both meets so far. She just missed the one in Brazil.
It's a long way to go. It's Sao Paulo for that other leg of this World Series. Gurpreet is cheering on her best mate James Brown tonight. Hashtag stream. Serena Barrett says congratulations to Adam Roebuck on more personal best. If you've got a message you want reading out, hashtag BPSIM. If you're in the venue, then use Ponds. If you're outside watching it on your phone, your tablet, your TV, however it is you're watching it, then use the word stream. Streaming away is Rebecca Myers. 2:47.74 at the last turn. She's going to continue to lead from Zara Maluli. And there's there's exactly 25 metres between the two of them. That is how quick Rebecca Myers has been so far.
Yeah, Rebecca Myers is great pacing her own races. Obviously she's in the visually impaired classification, the S13, so she's not used to seeing people and using them as her markers. And also she's hearing impaired as well, so she can't hear the instructions coming from the side of the pool. So she relies very heavily on her feel for the water and her own pacing, which is why we see her so often replicating very high scoring swims.
So it is Myers from Maluli, from Tony Shaw. Tony Shaw's personal best 4:57.67, the Colt Otters swimmer Again, just another one that's just 13 years of age, outside of Lily McLeod of Mount Kelly, who's 15. She's on a season's best this morning. Mamie White actually set a personal best, 5:11.39 in this morning's swim. Now, Myers' personal best and world record stands at 4:19.59. We're not going to get anything light because she's going to be very comfortable. Give her a round of applause as she comes into the finish here. Myers towards the wall. Wins it in the water, 877. But of course, unlike those 200-meter freestyle races, these two World Series events very, very different. Lots of different classifications, and well, Myers is having to wait a fair amount of time. Now look at this for a race to the finish. In 5, we've got Zara Maluli, Tony Shaw trying to come through as well. We've also got in lane 2, Lily McLeod. As they come to the wall, let's take a look at the time. 739.5 for Maluli, 683 for Tony Shaw, 4:58.58 at the moment for Zara Maluli. And Myers will indeed take this. Keep that applause coming for the rest of the swimmers as they come in. Here in 8 and 9 are Farrell and Morcor. Here's King, and Hopkins will finish in lane 0 as well. So the official results have Rebecca Myers as our winner, 877, 739 for Maluli, and that's 683 for Tony Shaw. Will it be enough to hang on to the medals? We're going to find out in a few moments' time. World Series final number 2. That has its heavyweights from the swimming world in there as well. So S9 and S10 world records. S10 one is 4:29 for Rivard and 4:23.81 for Dutoy. So there are some tough times to chase. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for the World Para Swimming World Series Women's 400 meters freestyle, final number 2. Lane 0 from Great Britain, Grace Harvey. In lane 1 from Great Britain, Eleanor Robinson. In lane 2, representing Switzerland, Nora Meister. In lane 3, representing Germany, Leah Sophie Stengel. In lane 4, from Great Britain, Cara Smythe. In lane 5, representing Germany, Emily Taylor. In lane 6 from Great Britain, Beth Johnston. In lane 7 from Great Britain, Maisie Summers-Newton. In lane 8, representing Germany, Denise Grahl. And in lane 9, representing Ireland, Nicole Turner. This is World Series final number 2. fluffy coat for Nicole Turner as she came out there in lane number 9. Got to keep warm.
Well prepared, Sheffield. The weather's always, it's never that warm here.
That is a well-prepared coat. So final number 2, Tony Shaw 6.83. That's the points marker that has been set to reach the podium. To get any higher on that podium, you've got to get past 7.39. And if you want to win this event, you've got to get past 8.77.
Yeah, and as you said, unlike the 200-metre freestyles that we've already seen this evening, there are a variety of classifications here, and there are people poised in this second final that are more than capable of challenging for a place on the podium. We would look to the S6 swimmers, Eleanor Robinson, Maisie Summers-Newton. They're probably in the best position to challenge for a place on that podium. So we'll have a long wait to see them, to see their points total when they finish this race.
Well, Maisie Summers-Newton got a silver in the 100 breaststroke on day 1, a bronze in the 200 IM on day 2. She came 5th yesterday in the 50 fly, so a little bit like Rebecca Meyer, she could be getting onto a podium for the 3rd time here, so that's what the ambition will be. But as you say, swimming in a lower classification than mine, so these times will be very much different, and they will be also very much different from Beth Johnson, Emily Teller, Cara Smythe and Leah Sophie Stengel. Those ladies swimming S10, apart from Teller who's an S12, they will be much quicker in the water, you would expect. And will finish a lot quicker than some of the other ladies in those S6 and S7 classifications. But for now, Ellie Robinson, who we never discount, swimming as an S6 swimmer here, he's already inside the top 4.
I absolutely don't think you could ever discount a Paralympic bronze medalist, Alan. And Eleanor Robinson, it's a very different scenario for her being in this competition this year from this time last year when she was a relatively unknown newcomer. She's got a lot of pressure that she puts on herself, because when you do perform, she had a phenomenal Rio Paralympic Games, a gold medal in the 50-metre butterfly, a bronze medal in this event. So now she expects a lot from herself. And so she's gone from being the one who's chasing to being the chased. And that's always a more difficult position to be in.
Well, Dad was telling me she was really nervous about doing her German oral exam. There's 3 Germans in this race, so maybe she can get a little bit of practice after the race, and that might calm her down a little bit. As she comes towards the wall here in 5, one of the athletes from Germany that has joined us here will be Emily Teller, who will take the turn in a time of 2:36.61, 2:38.40 for Stengel. And then Johnston in lane 6 is 3rd to turn. Robinson still in the mix here on the near side to us in lane 1, going very well here, 2:42.89. The record for an S6 swimmer is held by Maresko, 5:14.69. Yelizaveta Maresko, to give her a full title, 5:14.69.
British record for Eleanor Simmons is a 5:18.69. So Ellie Robinson will have that in her sights, but today she'll just be looking to come in and stake her claim for a place on the podium.
Mark Jakes says good luck to James Brown, the 400-metre freestyle from Mark, Lisa and Harv. They're proud of you. Keep those tweets coming into us as well. Hashtag BPSIM17.
Ellie Robinson, as we mentioned, one of the lower classification swimmers in this race. There are 3 S6 swimmers: Nicole Turner in lane 9, Maisie Summers-Newton in lane 7, Eleanor Robinson's teammate, and of course Eleanor Robinson herself. And she is doing a very good job. If she can stick with the higher classification swimmers, as you've mentioned, Alan, she's racing against a slower world record, so her point score will naturally be higher and give her a good chance of getting on that podium.
Emily Teller is chasing down one of our own swimmers' world records, Hannah Russell. Not here in this event at 4:37.14. So again, that's a tough swim to try and get somewhere near to. Hannah Russell moving that bar all the time. 4:37.14. S11's record is some 5:10.77. It's one of the slowest records in there, but Manesco's 5:14.69 is what Robinson needs to get somewhere near. So to Nicole Turner, so to Maisie Summers-Newton, as we said, has already had a pretty good week. Down in 8th position at the moment, so to work hard to get somewhere near here, Eleanor Robinson. But here it's Teller as they turn back for home then, 4:40.38.
As we'd expect, the faster times coming from those centre lanes, but Ellie Robinson was seeing that she swam a very comfortable heat swim. She was 5 seconds quicker at the halfway point in this final than she was this morning. So that's showing her wisdom. Even though at a tender age of 15, she's already learnt so much from competing on that world-class stage.
Give her some encouragement into the final 5 meters. A round of applause for Emily Teller as she'll come to the wall. 651, it was close. 5.79 for Stengel, 5.72 for Johnston. Here comes Robinson in 1, in 2, Meister 5.92. Robinson, is she going to make it on the podium? 807 into second position in this event. 653 for Grace Harvey. Thomas Newton comes in 741. And I think that puts her on the podium as well. So I think maybe Robinson and Summers Newton have got themselves onto the podium in behind Myers. 679 for Nicole Turner is third in this event. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for all the ladies taking part in the women's 400 meters World Series finals. We'll bring you the official rankings in a couple of moments. Close race in the end.
Very. We called it. And as you can say, you can never discount those swimmers in that second final.
So we wait to give you the official summary. And there we are, indeed correct. So Rebecca Myers takes the gold for the United States of America, and it's 2 Brits in second and third. Eleanor Robinson and Maisie Summers Newton. Round of applause once again for all of those swimmers, but the top 3 is Maisie Summers Newton, Eleanor Robinson, and Rebecca Myers gets her 3rd gold of this World Series round. So remember, this is the 3rd of 5 rounds of the World Series. Indianapolis will host the next round. That's not until the 9th to the 11th of June. Then it's off to Berlin in July for the final leg. All the winners of the World Series prizes will be presented and given their prizes at the World Championships out in Mexico a little bit later on in the year as well.
It's an exciting time for para swimming.
The World Series ending in July, but the end of September, early October, that's when the World Championships will get underway. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for the women's 400 meters freestyle British final. In lane 0, representing Cockermouth, Grace Ella Cooper-Holmes. In lane 1, representing Copeland, Drew Stables. In lane 2, representing Musselburgh, Hope Gordon. In lane 3, representing Ronda Khanantaf, Rebecca Lewis. In lane 4, representing Gloucester City, Harriet Dickinson. Lane 5, representing City of Cardiff, Bethan Eckley. Lane 6, representing Wickham District, Katie Crowhurst. Lane 7, representing Glossop, Eleanor Bamba. And in lane 9, representing Barking and Dagenham, Charlotte Hyde. This is the British final. So a withdrawal in lane number 8. That's why you saw our empty block. Didn't want to make the block feel left out, so we showed you the block anyway.
Inclusion.
Our editor says he's a magician. We have to believe him. Wizard, that's the one he said. So a big thank you to Ben Cross, who's discussing my lucky flag that hangs up behind me. It's been hanging up in front, but it's behind me today. I don't know why. Thank you very much for your messages. Keep them coming in. Hashtag BPSIM17. So Grace Ella Cooper Holmes can't get to the answer, or the bottom of the question, should I say, which is it Grace or is it Ella? So she's got all the names tonight. Grace Ella Cooper Holmes of Cockermouth, Drew Stables of Copeland goes in lane 1. We have Hope Gordon, Rebecca Lewis, Harry Dickinson, Bethan Eckley, Katie Crowhurst, Eleanor Bamba, an empty lane in 8, and Charlotte Hyde going in lane number 9. Again, a good mixture of classifications here. Cooper Holmes and Charlotte Hyde 7. S9 swimmer is Hope Gordon. We've got quite a few S10s. Eleanor Bamba, Bethan Eckley, Harriet Dickinson, Rebecca Lewis, and Drew Stables. And Hope Gordon, an S9 swimmer, as well as Katie Crowhurst, S13 in 6. So a flat-out race for those S10 swimmers.
Yeah, and it's great for them. They're all in the centre lane, so they can really focus on racing and replicating the environment that they might find themselves in the future. Taking it out in lane 4 at the moment is Harriet Dickinson from Gloucester. She's got a nice comfortable stroke there, and that's the key with a 400 freestyle. Keeping it long, strong, and building into the middle of the race. Swimmers in lane 1, 2, and 3. Drew Stables, Hope Gordon, Rebecca Lewis, all keeping each other company as we come into this turn. Great to see Hope Gordon back in a British final, having had a surgery last year. And back enjoying her swimming now.
Just caught a glimpse on the live stream of the lady sat pretty much just in front of the Cockermouth banner. That's a wonderful outfit she's wearing. Loving that green one suit. Oh, that's nice. It's good. There she is over there. Here in 4, Dickinson coming to the halfway stage then, and she is in control of at least the S10 race. Lewis and Eckley trying to chase her down, but the rest of the swimmers are pretty close to Lewis and Eckley as well. So in 4th position is Crowhurst, the S13 swimmer. In 5th position, then it's Hope Gordon, who swims as an S9.
Rebecca Lewis in lane 3 of the Rhondda Cullen Taft, coached by Keith Morgan, who a long time ago was coach to Sasha Kindred and Nairi Lewis, now Kindred. So he's a man who knows a thing or two about coaching some para swimming superstars.
Lots of very proud parents up in the stands here at Ponds Forge, as there is with all swimming events, and they just shout out as loud as they can, "Go on!" Insert name there, and it's great to hear. Lots of support. It's Dickinson leading away, and she will continue to do so as they reach 300. 20 years of age now, Dickinson, a 5:24.13 as a personal best, swims for Gloucester City. Being chased down by Bethan Eckley, who's got a personal best of 5:34.44, which was done this morning. So already 1 PB down. Can she improve on that? Rebecca Lewis, the other side. of Ronda Trav.
Well done.
Look at that. Got it. Nailed it twice. I'm never ever going to remember it, but nailed it twice. 5:36.65, another personal best to get herself in lane number 3. Tonight, just 13 years of age. So giving away some 7 years on Harriet Dickinson.
Rebecca Lewis here starting to make her move up on to level with Bethan Eckley, trying to win that battle of the Welsh S10 swimmers.
At the turn, I can say City of Cardiff, dead easy. That one I'm good with. Dickinson. Here come the second and third turners. Oh, they're really close. So there's going to be a bit of a battle on between Eckley and Lewis is just in front. But give this young lady in lane number 4 a big round of applause. She comes in. She went out at the beginning, Liz, and has just gone for it here in lane 4. This will be a victory for Harriet Dickinson on time.
Harriet Dickinson there finishing in 5:23.72, and as you mentioned, Alan, there are 5 S10 swimmers in that race, so at least she knows that she's won that battle as long as these results are confirmed.
Oh, and the race for second was brilliant. Eckley 5:22, Lewis 5:20. Pretty much nothing in it between second and third. Crowhurst coming in 448. Now it's down to our S7 swimmers, so give them some support as they come back down. And the winner of that one looks to be Gracella Cooper-Holmes in lane 0. She's coming down, the swimmer from Cockermouth. Charlotte Hyde on the far side from Barking and Dagenham. Into the final 15 metres then, the 16-year-old in lane 0. In the green cap here, going to bring it in. Got a personal best of 6:23.73. Looks like she's going to be just outside of that. Went 6:26.73 this morning. She's a little bit outside of that one, 459 points. And a big round of applause for Charlotte Hyde, finishing off her British final on the last day of the British Para Swimming International meet. Coming in to touch now, 6:42. So the confirmed result, Harriet Dickinson takes the British title, 5:80 from Bethan Eckley, from Rebecca Lewis. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for all of the ladies in the British final. So we're going to move into the men's event in just a short while. Liz, what can we look forward to here? Who's the names that kind of stick out for you straight away?
Well, Lewis White, obviously the bronze medalist in the Rio Paralympic Games. He's shown good form this week already. Benjamin Forston broke 2 personal bests in one day on Saturday in the 50-metre freestyle, so we know he's got good speed. And there's so many of these youngsters that are in personal best form that it's just going to make for a really exciting race.
We've got 2 finals, of course, for that men's 400 freestyle. In the second one, 6 athletes from Germany. One from Switzerland, one from Norway, and one from Limerick.
Very international.
Indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for the World Para Swimming World Series men's 400 meters freestyle final number 1. In lane 0 from Great Britain, Jacob Leach. In lane 1 from Great Britain, Oliver Carter. In lane 2 from Great Britain, Ben Benjamin Falston. In lane 3 from Great Britain, Lewis White. In lane 4, representing Uzbekistan, Dmitry Kholin. In lane number 5, from Great Britain, Kahoru Harazawa. In lane 6, from Great Britain, Jonathan Eck. In lane 7, from Great Britain, Jackson Simmons. And in lane 8, representing Ireland, Barry McClements. This is World Series Final number 1. So 5 swimmers S10, 2 swimmers S9, 1 S8, 1 S12, 1 S13. In fact, make that 4 S10s because Jarno Tierens of Belgium isn't competing in lane number 9. All those maths I did, I got one wrong. Never mind. Leach, Carter, Falston, White, Kholin, Harazawa, Eck, Simmons and McClements. And as you pointed out, the front end of these 2 World Series finals, this first one rather stacked with people that you fancy will have a go here and try and take gold from the very first World Series final. Harazawa on great form, already got a bronze from the 200 IM on day number 2. Came 4th in the fly, so pretty close to getting onto that podium. The 20-year-old was very, very good in the skins events as well, pushing Ollie Hind all the way in that one. And then, of course, you talk about people like Lewis White, bronze medalist from the Paralympic Games. What a massive, massive experience that was for him. Just 16 now still, got a season's best 4:23.72 this morning. And these guys are going to start pushing each other. Jonathan Eck in this as well, Benjamin Falston. But don't discount Dmitry Kholin of Uzbekistan. He is a huge talent too.
Absolutely, Dmitry Kholin, also the bronze medalist in the Rio Paralympic Games in this event, as was Lewis White. The difference being Dmitry Kholin was less than a second off the world record to win that bronze medal. So, as we've seen with many of the other finals tonight, they have gone with the form guide, and if this one does also, then you would expect Dmitry Kholin to post the highest point score.
Daniel Chufarov holds the world record for an S12 over the 400-meter freestyle distance, 4:05.95. So Kholin going for that. Harazawa looking for Maxim Krajpak's 3:57.71. British record held by one Rob Wellborn, 4:07.05. Nearly 10 seconds the difference there between the British and the European world records.
Yeah, and then Lewis White is up against the world record of Brendan Hall from Australia, which is also a very quick 4:09.93. So that just illustrates that Dmitry Kholin is in pole position in terms of personal best next to the world record.
Lewis already the British record holder on that 4:21.38. Federico Molacchi, the current European record holder. So one of a few records that are held differently in Europe, Britain and the world. But Uzbekistan's Kholin, as expected, leading the charge. The man with the green cap and green trunks to match will come up to the 50-meter end here at 2:50. Turns in front. Who's challenging? Well, Harazawa, as to be expected. Lewis White not far behind that. So 3 different classifications inside the top 4. Jonathan Eck in 3rd position as well.
Absolutely, and Lewis White was on British record pace in the 100 freestyle earlier in the competition, and as we see at the moment, he is swimming to his British record pace in this event as well. So we know he's in personal best form. It would be great if he could replicate that on the final night of this competition.
We do enjoy your tweets. This one from Adam Dongley. He says, "Ollie, Ollie, Ollie, oi, oi, oi. Good luck, Oliver Carter. I'm watching on the stream." Keep those tweets coming in to us. Jack Thomas has tweeted, he said, "I've just finished 4 tough days of racing at the World Para Series. Bless you to a bad chest, but posted 2 good times." So keep those swims coming, keep those tweets coming. We will keep the commentary coming here on this men's 400 meters World Series freestyle final number 1. Haul in it is. 3:09.14. Harazawa is doing everything he can to keep pace with him in the water. And Harazawa will turn. Looked a little close to the wall as he went over, but pushes away hard. And now it's the sprint back down to the finish.
Yeah, Harazawa was telling me that since his move to Loughborough, he's settled in nicely to their distance squad, and he's reaping the rewards of the training that he's been doing there.
So this is Dimitri Kholin of Uzbekistan. He'll come in at a time of 4:11.41, 936 points. In comes Harazawa, 4:19.01, 773 points. 9:36 is going to be tough to beat. Lewis White, 831. That should take second and third. Then Jacob Leach swimming an S8. And that is 814 for Jacob Leach as well. So it's Kholin from White, from Leach. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for all of the guys taking part in World Series final number 1. Well done to all of those. If that man with the 2 suitcases thinks we can't see him sneaking out, he's very, very much mistaken. Loaded with swimming caps, I'm led to believe, those cases. He's just thinking to himself, how did he spot me from there? Have a very safe journey wherever it is you're going, sir. And we will be taking our journey on to another race. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for the World Para Swimming World Series Men's 400 meters freestyle final number 2. In lane 0, representing Germany, Hannes Schurman. In lane 1, representing Norway, Andreas Bjornstad. In lane 2, representing Germany, Felix Uli Hichtelmann. In lane 3, representing Germany, Adam Karas. In lane 4, representing Germany, Justin Kaps. In lane 5, representing Germany, Malte Braunschweig. In lane 7, representing Switzerland, Joshua Grob. And in lane 8, representing Germany, Tobias Polab. This is World Series final number 2. So a shout from Sarah here. Says, well done to Jordan Catchpole. You are awesome. We've been watching on the live stream of the regionals in Luton. Oh, say hello to the announcer there, Jono. Sam and Sarah from Colchester. We know the announcer in Luton as well. So look at that. Like family we are.
Spreading the love.
Jonathan Bell. Good young lad. The men's 400 Freestyle World Series final number 2. Best swim team, Borders Elite Swim Team, said a huge thank you to British Swimming, all the volunteers and officials who have made #BipSim17 such an enjoyable and well-run competition. Thank you very much for your tweet. Caps turns in front in lane number 4. Doesn't wear a cap. Does Caps?
Yeah, I know.
Adam Karras alongside him. There are 6 German swimmers here in the water. 1 from Switzerland in 7 and 1 from Norway in 1. And the rest of the German team is down on poolside. Especially the loud one there. She's down there. So they'll be cheering on their swimmers all the way through.
In terms of time, we see the Germans controlling it from the centre lanes, but as we saw with the female race, there are some swimmers in the second final who are swimming in a lower classification. We have 3 S7 swimmers, and Andres Bronstad is probably the one who, if he swims anywhere near his entry time to the original competition, then he's probably in the best chance of getting close to the world record in his classification, which is 4 minutes 39 seconds, and that's held by Great Britain's Joseph Craig.
Well, 3 of them in a line here. Braunschweig, S9, Karras, S9, and then Justin Caps, S10. Plenty of support from their German teammates on the side, coming down towards the halfway mark here then. It's pretty tight, 2:22.54, 2:23.08, 2:23.43.
Joshua Grobe and Felix Fitzelman there, separated by just under 2/10 of a second as they went into that turn at 200 metres.
It's the orange cap from the capless Caps, from the green cap, as they head down to the diving pit end here once again at Ponds Forge. Switzerland's Joshua Grobe maintaining his position in 4th. So that's the 3rd different classification. 5th is Fichtelmann. 6th will be Bjornstad, who is leading the race of the S7s, and some huge shouts from the German team on poolside, pushing on their swimmers. There are 3 of them in a line here, battling it out. 814 is the big task in front of them to try and get themselves on a podium.
These three centre lane swimmers here really battling it out. As we said, S9's in a head-to-head. Justin Capps in the middle there in lane 4. He's racing against that slightly quicker world record of Richard Krypak of Ukraine. 3:57.71 is the world record in the S10 classification now.
So we just saw a quick shot there of Rebecca Myers and Jessica Long having a chat on poolside. That was going out on the live stream, and of course if you were here this morning, Liz had a great opportunity to go and chat a little bit about Jess Long's career. But here, some youngsters racing down then. We've got 16-year-old Adam Karras, Justin Capps alongside him, Malte Braunschweig the other side, and these two have got away from Braunschweig, and it's a race. Bragging rights on the bus back to the hotel here, and it is the capless Capps coming here in 4. 560, 6:41 for Adam Karras, 6:09 for Braunschweig, 569 for Fichterman, Grove 6:42. So actually, Joshua Grove, he's going to go into second because Andreas Bjornstad 763. He had a good go at reaching the podium, not quite enough. Here comes Hannes Schurman into the final few meters, getting plenty of cheering from his teammates, and Schurman finishes in a 5:24.41. The official results up on the scoreboard. Team Germany, are you happy? Yeah, lots of clapping, look. They're all happy. Good. And keep those tweets coming into as Alex Pinninger says, well done, Jessica Jane, finishing with the silver in the 200-meter freestyle after an excellent 4 days of racing. The podium places then, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for all of the men in the World Series 400-meter freestyle races. It's bronze for Jacob Leach, silver for Lewis White, and gold with a 936-point tally for Uzbekistan's Dmitry Kholin. So one more British 400-meter final to come, and we've got some quick fire 50-meter races as well. Liz, which you prefer, 400 or 50? 400 or 50?
I think they both have their entertainment value, and it's nice to have. We've had some great races in these 400 meters, freestyle and the 200 meters at the beginning of the session, but it's always nice to finish off a championship with some sprints.
What a very diplomatic answer. It's like you've had media training.
That's why I'm here.
So Rebecca Myers will be coming up in a few moments. Already a fantastic career building, just 22 years of age, 3 World Series gold medals here just in the first 4 days, or the 4 days, sorry, and not swimming on day number 3. So it's 3 events, 3 golds. She is a talent.
Absolutely, and she's someone who used London 2012 to gain experience, make her way onto that podium, but then went away, worked really hard for 4 years, made the step up to the top step of the podium, and now we'll see her building over this next 4 years into Tokyo.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for the men's 400 meters freestyle British final. In lane 0, representing Gateshead and Wickham, William Hardy. In lane 1, representing Shrewsbury, Riley Shanahan. In lane 2, representing Gosport Dolphins, Dominic Redpath. In lane 3, representing Staines Swimming Club, Matthew Rishworth. In lane 4, representing City of Salford, Craig McNeil. Lane 5, representing Hamilton Baths, Lewis Beagrie. Lane 6, representing Isle of Man Swimming Club, Benjamin Granger. Lane 7, representing Bilston, James Brown. And lane 8, representing Carradon, Matthew Close. This is the British final. So the last of our long races, Liz.
Yes, and these guys will be hoping that they've saved the best till last.
So final 400-meter race. Hardy, Shanahan, Redpath, Risworth, McNeil, Beagrie, Granger, Brown and Close. Nice to see the Isle of Man flag hanging up in the stands. Supporters clearly of Benjamin Granger. And that must be Dad following him up and down the pool. There he is, waving away in the stands. Call him Dad Granger.
Okay, I guess Dad Granger will swim every one of these strokes with Benjamin Granger. We've talked about it all weekend, all week in this competition, but actually the swimmers wouldn't be able to do it on their own. They need the officials, they need their coaches, and they need the support at home from their families and friends to get them to the start line.
Do you know what, Liz? A round of applause from me and you for all the parents and coaches here on poolside. Well done to every single one of you. That's from me and Liz. A pat on the back to all of you that put the time and effort in. How many of you in here, put your hand up if you get a 5 a.m. start to take your child to a swimming pool? 5 or 6 a.m. starts? Yeah, a fair few of you, eh? Here in 4, Craig McNeil. 4 S10 swimmers, should I say, in a row. We've got Risworth, McNeil, Beagrie and Granger all looking to impress.
These 4 S10 swimmers have got some great role models on the world stage to look up to. We've touched on it, Richard Krypczak. His world record of 3:57 is so fast, and before that, Andre Brazil of Brazil. They've got some great role models to aspire to try and emulate in the years to come.
Andre Brazil of Brazil is one of my favourite names for obvious reasons. You get to say it twice. I also like Dolphin and Swan. I think they fit quite nicely.
Very appropriate.
Very appropriate, absolutely. Although Caps, who doesn't wear a cap now, is on that list too. Here in 4, McNeil moving steadily. A season's best 4:49.29 this morning. He's got a personal best 4:35.48. So McNeil from Salford turning in 2:22.69. Beagrie 2:24.41. And then Risworth in 3rd, Granger in 4th. Granger turning and pretty much level with Matthew Risworth. So the top 3 or 4, should I say, are fairly close. But the battle at the front between McNeil and Beagrie. And we've got Risworth and Granger. James Brown is in lane number 7. He was having plenty of social media support over the last few days. In fact, right now, Lisa Jakes says, come on, James Brown, you can do it. Love Lisa, Mark and Harvey.
Important to remember that William Hardy swimming in lane 0, he's in the S6 classification, so his world record is considerably slower than the one that the centre lane guys are up against in the S10 classification, so we'll have to watch the scoreboard right until the end to get confirmation of the overall point standings.
There's lots of arms waving from coaches, trying to push their swimmers on. I always ask swimmers, can you see them?
On freestyle you can, you know, if you're breathing to the side where your coach has stood, absolutely, but on breaststroke, absolutely not.
And the national coaches pushing on their swimmers. And Craig McNeil of Salford is going to come to this final 50-metre turn. Don't forget, all we want from you guys up in the stands here at Ponds Forge is why not give them a bit of a cheer as they head back down. This will be their final 50 metres of the British Para Swimming International Meet. We've got some 50-metre races coming up on the back of these, but this will be the last race for a lot of these guys here in this event. And as they come down, the big kick starts to come from Craig McNeil of Salford. Needs to stay in front of Beagrie, Risworth and Granger, those four all S10 swimmers. Then we have to wait for our S9s in Brown, Redpath and Shanahan, Hardy S6, Close S8. We'll look at their times in a few moments, but here, Liz, look at Craig McNeil bursting for the finish.
Yeah, and it looks like he actually saved a bit for this final 5 metres as he comes in 4:51.35. Little bit slower than this morning, but when you get to the final, it's all about the race.
Well, the Grangers of the Isle of Man are applauding because Ben Granger gets himself into third in the end there. 516 points. Beagrie of Hamilton in second. McNeil in third at the moment. Here come the rest of the swimmers. Keep that cheering going. It's the whole family screaming at lane 7. James Brown getting the times down, 5:18.88. And that gives him 481 points. Matthew Clowes, 502 in lane 8, the Carolyn swimmer. And we've got William Hardy then. Give him a big round of applause. He comes into the final 6 or 7 metres. Hardy, the final swimmer to touch in this 400-metre race. Yes, 6, how will he affect it? 552. He's only gone and won it. Well, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for a very frantic finish to a 400-metre race. The British men's 400-metre freestyle final. The last one to touch gets the gold. William Hardy, 552 points. The S6 swimmer with a 5:50.78. But well done to all of our British finalists. Keep those tweets coming in. City of Derby said congrats Megan Neve on a silver medal in the British final for the women's 200-metre freestyle at the BIPSIM 17 event. Hashtag BPSIM 17. Last couple of races coming up in a few minutes. We've got medal ceremonies to come in just a second as well. And while we've got your attention, ladies and gentlemen, if we can echo the thoughts from Chris Ferber a little bit earlier on, can we have a round of applause for all of the coaches, the volunteers, the referees, the officials, all that give up their time to be here and help us do these events. A big round of applause and a pat on the back and a thank you to all of those guys. So 2 more races to come. Let's keep those energy levels high, shall we? And we'll be bringing you the victory ceremony for the women's 400 metres freestyle right now. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our athletes to the victory ceremony for the World Para Swimming World Series Women's 400 metres Freestyle Final. Our medals will be presented by ASA President Anne Ray. The winner of the bronze medal from Great Britain, Maisie Summers-Newton. The winner of the silver medal from Great Britain, Eleanor Robinson. And the winner of the World Series gold medal, representing the United States of America, Rebecca Myers. Ladies and gentlemen, your medal winners. So a big smile on Rebecca Myers' face. Ellie Robinson and Maisie Summers-Newton also beaming away there. Eleanor just realising that cameraman is right there. So a big smile for her. That goes out on the live stream. A third gold medal. Be interested to hear what she's got to say. And we forced her to have a chat with John Mason once again. She said, well, I met him twice. What do I have to talk to him 3 times for? Well, you just do. Here's John Mason with the very lovely Rebecca Myers.
Thank you very much, Alan. Yes, I'm here with Rebecca Myers for the 3rd time at this competition. First of all, congratulations. Now, I was wondering, this is your 3rd gold. What do you do before you get in the pool? Do you have any rituals?
I do, actually. I always like to listen to a particular song before each race. So before this race, I was listening to One Republic. I always like to get into the groove, yeah.
Get in the groove, I love that. What are your other choices?
What's that?
Your other choices for songs?
Oh, like Love Runs Out and things like that, yeah.
Oh, you and I are going to get on. I tell you what, we've got the same taste in music. Now, you've finished your competition. You get to go home now. How are you going to relax?
I don't know. I can't wait to see my guide dog, Birdie, so just snuggle with her when I get home tomorrow night. I'm really excited.
Oh, it sounds lovely. Sounds like a perfect evening. Look, congratulations. 3 golds. What a fantastic, fantastic competition. Ladies and gentlemen, Rebecca Myers!
See on the big screen, or the screens at home at least, with shots of some of the international teams that have been taking part here. Big thank you to Team Canada. We've had United States of America here. We've got Germany. We've got a large collection from Japan have come over to swim as well. They've been very noisy throughout the course of the competition. A big thank you to all of our international teams for coming here to Sheffield and making this once again a very, very good competition. Ladies and gentlemen, we now bring you the victory ceremony for the World Para Swimming World Series Men's 400 meters Freestyle Final. Once again, our medals will be presented by ASA President Anne Ray. Winner of the bronze medal from Great Britain, Jacob Leach. The winner of the silver medal from Great Britain, Lewis White. And the winner of the World Series gold medal, representing Uzbekistan, Dmitry Kholin. Ladies and gentlemen, your medal winners. So keep those tweets coming in to us as we keep dancing, as Justin says. Gurpreet says, James Brown might not have won tonight, but he's done us all proud. What an inspiration. Keep your tweets coming in to us. David Cox says, congratulations to Bethan Eckley on another 2nd in her final, and to Jonathan Eck on a PB in his final. Thank you very much. Darren Green says, well swam. James Brown, Helen, Darren, Oliver and Bella have been cheering you on all day. And I've sore throat if you keep cheering training all day. I know, I'm an expert at that. Takes a World Series silver, does Lewis White at City of Derby Swimming Club. Keep sending those tweets in to us. We've still got a little while to go here. Hashtag BPSIM17. Ladies and gentlemen up in the crowd here in Sheffield, have you enjoyed this evening? The great news is there's still more to come. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for the World Para Swimming World Series Women's 50 metres Backstroke Final 1 and British Final. In lane 1, representing Japan, Yuki Omukai. In lane number 2, representing Germany, Peggy Sonntag. And in lane 3, representing Canada, Tammy Cunnington. Now the athletes for our British final. In lane 5, representing Kimberley Swimming Club, Sophie Woodward. In lane 6, representing UEA Norwich, Suzanne Warren. And in lane 7, representing South Asia, Kaylee Hago. This is the women's 50 metres backstroke final. So these ladies making their way into the pool. We've got Kaylee Hago, Suzanne Warren and Sophie Woodward in the British final. And the World Series final, Cunnington, Sonntag and Omukai. The last women's race of this meet. So away we go then, ladies and gentlemen. All you need to do is cheer for 50 metres, the final action for women here in Sheffield at the British Para Swimming International meet. Been fantastic. Let's have a great 50 metres. Remember, 1, 2 and 3 are swimming in the World Series final. Lanes 5, 6 and 7 are swimming in the British final. And we've got three different classifications all the way through the pool.
Absolutely, and it's exciting race. 2 races within one race here, I should say. And Peggy Sonntag of Germany in lane 2, an S5 swimmer. She's taking this out, but she's being challenged by Suzanne Warren, even though they're in different races. Suzanne Warren in the British final, S4, is going well. She'll be happy, she'll be looking for a good time here.
So as they come towards the wall, at the finish, 369 for Sonntag, Warren with a 57.90. And we think that is a British record for Warren. We'll have a look in a second. We'll keep our eye on that. So at the moment, Warren has won the British final from Sophie Woodward from my old neck of the woods, Kimberley, and Kaylee Hago in 3rd position in that one. Here comes Yuki Omukai, lowest classification swimmer in the World Series final, and that one's going to go to Peggy Sonntag of Germany. We can tell you that, according to our statistician that is Paul Noble, is a brand new British record for Suzanne Warren. The old record stood at 60.0003. It now stands at 57.90. Great swim from Suzanne Warren and a new British record to her.
Suzanne Warren, they're taking that opportunity to swim against those swimmers in the World Para Series final and really stepping up to the mark.
Hopefully, like Liz Johnson, you've been enjoying the music here all week. She's lost it a little bit here. The Spice Girls have come on, and she's enjoying her moment. So, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for all of the ladies who took part in the women's 50 metres backstroke event, both the World Series and the British final. That's it for the women. So, a big round of applause for all of the ladies that have taken part here in the 4 days of the British Para Swimming International Meet. Well done to all of them. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for the World Para Swimming World Series Men's 50 metres Backstroke Final number 1. In lane 3, representing the Czech Republic, Arnošt Petracek. And in lane 4, from Great Britain, Andrew Mullen. So, just a brief pause on the blocks. Apparently the Japanese team have just been giving some things away, flags and banners up to some kids in the crowd. So a big thank you to the Japanese team. They've really enjoyed their time here in Sheffield. Some young swimmers as they target Tokyo themselves. So keep those tweets coming in to us, hashtag BPSIM17. This is the World Series final. So, Liz, final race. How did we get here so quick?
I don't know, but we're finishing with a fast one.
Well, the answer to that was taxi. You failed the test. I'll ask you that one next year.
Just got better humour than you.
There is that. Terrible banter, but great swimming. That's what you get here, the British Para Swimming International Meet 2017. So then, ladies and gentlemen, our final race of this competition. Why not give us as much energy as you've got left? 50 metres, pick a swimmer. Andrew Mullen, Arnoš Petracek, both swimming in different classifications. One's an S4, that's Petracek of the Czech Republic, and Mullen, S5 of Great Britain. Pick a winner and then just try and cheer them on.
Super exciting race here. Petracek is the Paralympic champion from Rio. Andrew Mullen is the silver medalist from Rio in the S5 category. As you say, different classifications, both going up against world records. Andrew Mullen trying to challenge Daniel Diaz of Brazil's world record of 34.95. Time of 38.04 for 776 points. But there we see 42.22 from Arnoš Petracek. 1,035 points, and if that result is confirmed, then that will be a new world record.
There you go. So at the moment, we wait for the confirmed result. There they are, ladies and gentlemen, Arnoš Petracek and a new world record. What a way. What a way to finish 4 days here at the British Para Swimming International Meet 2017. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause. 776 for Andrew Mullen, but a rather shocked and stunned Arnoš Petracek in 42.22 is a new world record holder.
That world record that he broke has stood since 2008 to Juan Reyes of Mexico. So no wonder he's so shocked and so pleased there, Arnoš Petracek. Brilliant swim to close the meet.
Well, if he's going to swim like that after a delay at the start, he may as well delay the start every time. We're getting waved and applauded in the commentary box. Doesn't happen very often. It was an applause rather than a boo. We used to be booed. Arnoš Petracek is just asking his coach to tell him again. Did I get that right? Did I do it? You certainly did, Arnoš. And we will see you on the podium in just a few moments' time. Well over 1,000 points and a world record swim to finish the week.
Phenomenal swim there, and it earned a good fist pump from his coach. I think he'll be earning more than a fist pump. 1,045 points, that's an incredible swim. And as you said, completely worth waiting to make sure he had that starting ledge in exactly the right position. It's those finer details that contribute to those world record swims.
So what a way to finish the meet. We've got two victory ceremonies coming up when Lilian's cleared the poolside. Again, big thanks to our volunteers down on poolside there, clearing the way. Lilian and Andrew making a good team on poolside. The medals are ready. The medal winners are ready. Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the World Para Swimming World Series Women's 50 meters backstroke final. Our medals will be presented by ASA President Anne Ray. The winner of the bronze medal, representing Japan, Yuki Omuke. The winner of the silver medal, representing Canada, Tammy Cunnington. And the winner of the World Series gold medal, representing Germany, Peggy Sontag. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for your medal winners. So a big thank you to those ladies there. A reminder, we've got one more medal ceremony to come, so if you can stick around, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Big thank you to everybody on the live stream as well. You've been tweeting in. And lots of messages coming in. Hashtag BPSIM17.
They're testing your Welsh. Well done, Becky, in your 400 freestyle. Love from your big sister, Jess.
Look at that, there you go. Can't get past Liz Johnson. One more ceremony to come. Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony for the World Para Swimming World Series Men's 50 meters backstroke final. Our medals once again will be presented by ASA President Anne Ray. The winner of the silver medal from Great Britain, Andrew Mullen. The winner of the World Series gold medal in a world record time, representing the Czech Republic, Arnoš Petracek. Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for your medal winners. So fantastic as Andrew Mullen makes his way from the victory ceremony area. John Mason is going to jump onto the podium in his normal energetic way. And we're going to go down to John Mason, who is, he's not only with a gold medal winner, he's with a world record breaker.
Can you believe it? What a way to finish this competition. Arnoš Petracek, brand new world record. How are you feeling?
I'm happy and new world record after 9 years. And the last record in Beijing, 218 years.
Absolutely fantastic. I mean, you have had a fantastic competition. It must sort of make you feel good going into the rest of the year.
Yeah, and thank you Sheffield, thank you Great Britain, and I'm happy, and thank you very much.
Well, it's been a pleasure watching you swim here at this competition. Congratulations, world record, gold medal. Ladies and gentlemen, Arnoš Petracek.
Well done to Arnoš Petracek, a world record swim in our very last 50 meters of an entire competition. There it is up on the big screen in the venue as well. You can see the reflection in the water for you guys in the stream. To those guys watching us, thank you very much. Wherever you've been watching around the world here at the British Para Swimming International Meet, myself, Liz Johnson, from the coaches, from everybody here at British Swimming, and from that man Arnoš Petracek, we say goodbye to you guys.